Dude, I haven't seen this yet. So let's see what we got, dude. Let's see what we got. I haven't seen this. All right, let's watch it. The Minecraft speedrunning team. Minecraft has a speedrunning team?
Over the last few months, there have been some serious allegations against the popular YouTuber Dream, claiming that he tampered with random loot drops in his Minecraft speedruns. So the Minecraft speedrun moderation team, in a combined effort with mathematical experts in our community, have launched an investigation, which is culminating in the release of this video and a statistical analysis paper that thoroughly examines the case and accounts for bias.
This is the nerdiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god, wait, what? They made a scientific analysis video. What? This is the nerdiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Nice day, isn't it?
Holy snap!
Paper can be found in the description. This video, however, is meant to make that information more accessible to a wider audience, debunk any misinformation, and present circumstantial evidence that isn't proper to fit in our...
Dude, when you open up a Minecraft video and it sounds like a science report, you know it's going to be good. You know this is about to be good.
Paper's objective analysis. All that being said, please watch through to the end to hear the entirety of our argument.
Okay. Okay. Oh my god, dude. An official documentation. Okay. Research and analysis by the Minecraft Java speedrunning team. Okay, I gotta see this, dude. I gotta see this. Yo, Ash the Fox, thank you for the $1. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. This is gonna be good.
On October 16th, speedrunner Minecraft posted
1:44 EST. They put the exact time!
the data he collected from 6 consecutive live.
Did you know that Dream traded 266 gold in 24 hours streamed, and 41 of these trades were Pearl trades? This is a probability of 15.41%.
The guy in the video is even more of a nerd than Kreekcraft.
Yeah.
What the heck? How is this?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. How is this possible? I'm confused. I know. Here, I'm going to mute those real quick while I play through this.
Live streams of 1.16 random seed glitchless speedruns by Dream.
Okay, wait, what is this? Okay, so whenever you trade an ender pearl with a piglin, this is the chance that it gives you. Okay, so whenever you trade, whenever you trade gold to a piglin, there is a 4.73% chance that it gives you an ender pearl. A 4.73% chance that it gives you 4 to 8 ender pearls. Or in other words, a 20 out of 423 chance. Okay.
That month. The data he collected was reviewed by several members of the mod team, and it showed that random piglin barters performed throughout these streams yielded significantly higher ender pearl drop rates. Dream getting an astounding 42 successful trades out of 262 possible trades.
Okay.
These results are exceptional, as they are not only substantially greater than their expected values, but perhaps more notably, substantially greater than the rates from other top-level runners. But just how rare are Dream's trades? To answer this, we first need to look at some basic statistics, specifically at these models called binomial distributions.
Oh my god, dude. What the heck? What the heck, man? Dude. Minecraft fans are the most, like, you know how K-pop fans are like the most dedicated things in existence? Like, nobody beats K-pop fans. They are the most dedicated people on the planet. I think Minecraft just beat them. This is insane, dude. They done brought out math to... Like, these guys could be solving, like, the world's energy crisis. And instead, they're trying to figure... They're analyzing Dream's speedrun chances. Okay.
The goal of a binomial distribution is to show how likely a random event happens if that event only happens a certain percentage of the time.
Okay.
To get a better understanding of these distributions, let's take a look at a classic example, flipping a coin, to see how it works. It's common knowledge that when you flip a coin, it's a 50-50 chance it either lands on heads or tails.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you go to flip a coin right now, it's pretty likely that you'll get something like 3 heads in a row, or at the very least something that doesn't fit the 50-50 ratio immediately. Taking this to the...
Yeah, because you have to do it a lot of times, and then after you do it a lot of times, it'll be about 50%. But if you do it just a few times, it's probably not going to be 50%.
extreme, getting something like 37 heads in a row would be pretty rare, while getting something like 17 heads mixed with 20 tails seems about average.
Yeah.
What binomial distributions do is quantify just how lucky any one of these scenarios is.
Okay.
Let's take the case where you flip 10 coins and want to see how likely getting any particular number of heads is. Here you can see for each number of heads there's a certain height, which represents the probability that after 10 flips, that's the number of heads there are.
Oh, okay, I see. So if you flip a coin 10 times, this is the chance that you get 5 heads. This is the chance you get 8 heads. This is the chance you only get 2 heads. Okay, this makes sense. Are you guys following along so far? Are we good? Are we on the same page here? Are we on the same page? Are we good here? Yes. Okay. All right. Let's see what this is.
So for 6 heads and 10 flips, this is the chance of it happening. But say if you want to look at the chance of getting 6 heads or better, you can add all of these probabilities to get the combined chance. Binomial distributions don't only work for coins though. In fact, every event that either happens or doesn't because of some probability can be modeled through binomial distributions. This is great since we want to understand the odds of getting repeated pearl trades from piglins. The major difference between pearls and coin flips is that pearl trades only have a 4.7 chance of happening.
Yeah, it's very
which
rare.
shifts the distribution to the left considerably and makes the slope a lot steeper. Alright, hopefully I didn't lose you too much in the math, but now we have the proper skills to understand speedrunners' odds of getting pearl trades over time. But before we get to Dream, let's take a look at another top runner. In fact, he's the luckiest runner we could find, Illumina.
I will say that I used 100 gold, okay? And I got 0 ender pearls. I don't know if that's unlucky or if that's normal, but I used like 100 gold and I got 0. So it's really hard to get them.
Over the course of 5 streams in September and early October, Illumina was able to trade 323 gold with piglins in his RSG attempts. From that 323 gold, he got 20 pearl trades. Let's model this with our binomial distribution to see just how lucky Illumina got. Plugging Illumina's trading results into the formula, we get an approximate value of 0.09. This means that there's only a...
Wait, how'd they get that? Wait, what? Wait, how did they get that? Hold on, how did they get... Wait, what? Hold on, I gotta check their math. Wait, how did they get this? Wait. Is it 323 divided by 20 times 4.7? No, that's not it. How did they get that? I don't know how they got that, dude. I'm just gonna have to take their word for it. I don't know how they got that.
9% chance of getting 20 or more pearl trades with 323 gold, placing Illumina above 91% of other runners.
Okay.
This is really lucky, but Illumina most certainly did not cheat to get these odds. These kinds of numbers are expected when you think of the total number of runners doing attempts. For instance, say about 1,000. Since 1 in 11 of those runners will get comparable luck, about 90 other people did just as well or better than Illumina. Did Illumina get pretty lucky? Yes. Although any statistician will tell you that 0.09 is just a small statistical deviation.
Okay, so there is a 9% chance whenever you trade a pearl, whenever you do all of it, there's a 9% chance that you'll get 20 of them in a row. Okay, so it's very low. Okay.
That's just for 20 and 323. Let's take a look at
20 out of 323. Okay.
Dream's odds. This isn't exactly a good look. Across 6 streams, Dream bartered 262 times and got 42 pearl trades, which when plugged into the formula comes in at 1 in 177 billion. It might be a bit difficult to visualize just how unlikely these odds are, so we thought it would be useful to put Dream's rates in context with other speedrunners. So members of our community watched through hours of runs to gather data the exact same way Dreams was collected, and we created this graph which shows barters against pearl trades. Dream is just miles above anything remotely comparable or even reasonable, assuming his rates are...
Wait, okay, so these are the average amounts of times that pearls drop from the piglins, and this is how many times it drops for Dream. Holy snap. Okay. Okay, so maybe he's like the luckiest dude in the world, man. Oh my god. Wait, what? That's crazy.
For the vanilla values. This information has been public to an extent for over a month now, and Dream has released a document trying to refute the idea that he cheated. The main thing he's saying is that the data collected was biased in some way, so the extremely high figures in the billions aren't correct.
This is the nerdiest thing I've ever heard in my life. This is the nerdiest I've ever seen in my life, dude. Oh my god, man,
So
what?
let's take a look at some of these supposed biases. The first major argument that Dream has pushed is that the data is biased because of a stopping rule. He's saying that since he stopped streaming runs because he got a personal best time, that was good because he was lucky, that last data point will be skewed upwards. This isn't the entirety of how stopping rules work, but it is just what Dream mentioned. This is a quite valid concern, and the way to correct for it is actually pretty complex, and we go into it in the paper. Correcting for this bias, the numbers go from 1 in 170 billion to the low number of 1 in 82 billion. Another point that Dream has pushed is that the data was cherry-picked with some selection bias across his 24 hours of footage, or was selected across runners because of having more noticeable RNG. The argument essentially boiled down to, they noticed that my luck was really high, so when they investigated it and found out it was really high, it doesn't count because it was biased.
Okay.
You can check the paper for a rebuttal, but we effectively examined the probability of this happening even if we checked multiple runners or streams first, and the bias wasn't nearly strong enough to refute the idea that the odds were possibly tampered with. Look, we're the first to admit that the data is actually biased, but it's nowhere near as biased as it would have to be to disqualify the evidence. The thing with real-world data is that it's pretty much always going to be biased in some way, but the field of statistics was made to interpret this stuff nonetheless, and account for all the errors. In our case, we've overcorrected the bias far enough so that we're biasing in favor of Dream, and we're still getting pretty crazy numbers. And we haven't even gotten to the strongest evidence so far.
Wait.
Guess what else has a random drop
So
chance
you're
of-
telling me, wait. So Dream has a 1 out of 80 billion chance luck? Wait, what?
speedruns. Blaze rods. Anyone want to guess what Dream's blaze luck was? 1 in 113 billion.
What?
Again, we go into this in much more detail in the paper, and we don't have much time to talk about it here, but the blazes pretty much follow the same logic as the pearls. Here's a graph showing the other runners, and it's pretty obvious they haven't learned how to get Dream luck yet.
Wait. Okay, so, wait. Okay, so the blue line is Dream's luck. This is how many blaze rods drop for Dream. And this is how many blaze rods drop for everybody else. And then this, okay. So the yellow line is the average number of blaze drops. The green line is how many blaze rods will drop if you are in the top 99.9% amount of luck. And then the blue line is Dream. Huh, okay.
It's pretty obvious they haven't learned how to get Dream luck yet. Now, this really isn't looking too good for Dream. Biasing in favor of him, giving very favorable circumstances, and assuming the best, the odds for all this happening is still around 1 in 678 trillion.
Oh my god.
Well, that is before we account for p-hacking.
What?
Basically saying, let's be generous and say there are 90 ways to investigate 2 types of RNG. If someone malicious was looking to cherry-pick data, then they would just choose the most unlikely one out of the 90. So, since we'd want to correct for this potential bias, we divide 678 trillion by 90 and get a value of 1 in 7 trillion, which, as you may notice, is
1 in 7 trillion?
still a ridiculously large number. At this point, I think that Dream would probably want us to account for a second talking point. The game is glitched. The game is glitched, or Java's weird argument, is something that Dream wrote about in his response, and he claims
Can my game be glitched? Because whenever I did it, my game wasn't glitched at all. My game was glitched the other way. It was the bad glitch. It wasn't the good glitch. Can he send me his Minecraft files? Can I borrow his? Because mine's definitely not glitched. Mine was not doing that.
that Java randomness could just be biased in some way. Dream, despite being a coder, doesn't exactly know what he's talking about here. On our team are some really experienced experts on Java randomness, especially applied to Minecraft,
Okay.
and they have all found that there's no way that Java could have just accidentally done any of this. The way Java works is that anytime a random...
Yeah, a computer doesn't accidentally do anything. A computer is programmed to do stuff, so like it's not gonna accidentally like do something, right?
action occurs,
Okay.
it scrambles some numbers internally, so the next random result will look different. The thing with Minecraft is that there are only a few different random generators that account for all the random outcomes, so each action is pretty contingent on the entire environment. I'm sure a question that some people might be asking is that if the per luck and the blaze luck was high, couldn't that mean that both use the same faulty random generator? The problem here is that bartering and blazes actually use distinct...
Wait, wouldn't they know if the game is glitched? Like, if the game is glitched, wouldn't that be a bug that they fixed? Like, wouldn't they know? Like, wouldn't the developers know if that was a thing? I don't know.
Generators. Blazes use the entity random, while barters use the world random, which mean they're completely separate and have no way of interacting. Let's take a closer look at pearl trades, for example, though. While bartering, the player's in the nether. What else is in the nether? Lava. Lava also happens to use the world generator, just like the pearls. And there are thousands upon thousands of lava blocks constantly shifting the random generator all over the place, which makes it an extremely entropic environment. Since there is this entropy background radiation, in the time between pearl trades, the RNG is completely scrambled, and the amount of scrambling is random itself, which makes it impossible to have any continued interplay between strings of barters. Additionally, there are just some mathematical...
I don't understand what he's saying, so I'm just gonna take his word for it.
Reasons that mean pearl drops can't influence one another, so there's really no way these numbers could just be the code's fault.
Okay.
This begs the question, since it looks like Dream might have cheated, how could he do it? Considering he was streaming at the time, left a lot of people with the idea that there was no way he could have faked a run. This probably stems from the idea that most faked runs in the past were done via splicing, which is pretty difficult to do when you're live streaming and interacting with chat. But the most likely scenario is that Dream used some mod or data pack behind the scenes in such a way that would be undetectable to a naive viewer. This becomes a bit more suspicious when you consider that Dream was using Fabric, which is a mod loader that a lot of the community uses for performance increases. From Dream's log files, we can see that he had enabled Sodium, a perfectly legal FPS boost mod like Optifine, and the Fabric API, a mod creation tool. Dream denies that he has any knowledge of how to create mods or do modification with Fabric. We asked Dream for his mods folder specifically so we could check for any modification, but he was unable to provide any evidence since he says he deletes the contents of his mods folder pretty regularly. In Dream's statement, he's acknowledged this and said there is no way to 100% disprove that he didn't cheat by modifying files. Still, there are many people out there who are probably wondering, why would Dream cheat? Personally, I have no clue. It seems like a pretty stupid thing to do, but we can speculate and look at previous cheaters for information. By the way, this section is not supposed to be a part of the objective analysis, and has no influence on the mod team's decision, but considering how Dream Twitter reacted when the news first broke, combined with Dream heavily focusing on this point himself, we thought it would be worse not to address it. Dream is on the record for hating 1.16 speedruns, considering the enormous amount of luck involved. In the past, he had gotten frustrated with... I know the idea of Dream cheating can be unsettling to his many fans out there. I mean, I like the guy too. At the very least, maybe this does pose a plausible motive. Even if Dream wasn't looking for any placement results, getting good RNG is just way more fun and entertaining to watch. You can't really fault them.
Okay, well, what do you guys think? Did Dream cheat? I don't know, dude. I don't know what I just saw. Oh, man. Here, we'll do a poll. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll, dude. Let's do a poll. I